Have you ever seen a film so bad that you just want to warn everyone you know to stay away from it? We've got a list of 6 of those today.
Hello and welcome to Fair Film. Today we're discussing films that are just awful. Just films that you're just like, you want to warn other people, please don't come near this.
So there's a level of so bad it's good, and then there's a level of so bad just never again.
It's bad, yeah. That was Todd James.
Hello.
This is James Forbes.
Hello, James.
So go ahead, Todd. What have you got? One you want to kick us off?
I have. I've got. So this is a film that came out this year, right at the start of the year, right during awards season. Taken 3.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's
so,
the third of the trilogy, though.
I know. Like the big, everything comes full circle.
Yeah.
So, Taken 1, universally liked. Taken 2, I haven't even seen. Taken 3 is unbelievably bad.
Yeah.
So, like, a solid third of the film at the start is just Liam. Like, you're like, oh, at least Liam Neeson's in this.
Yeah.
Even Liam Neeson isn't interesting when he's giving his daughter like a big panda toy.
Oh dear.
Right, it's just so boring. And then it gets to the action. You're like, oh my god, finally, some people are gonna get hurt.
That's what you paid to see.
Right, yeah. So okay, I can live with half an hour of boredom if I get a solid hour of, and the action is so bad. It's that, like, first of all, you can't even see any of it.
Yeah.
And there's hardly any of it in the first place. It's just, if you like the first Taken, if you like any of those Liam Neeson films, which
do
I
yourself
do,
a favour.
Yeah, do yourself, do the rest of the world a favour. Let's all pretend it doesn't exist, and the world will be a better place.
With that train of thought, of let's forget.
Okay.
I think you know what I'm going to say. The Star Wars prequels. Just don't. To be honest, it doesn't add that much more to the greatest story of Star Wars. If I just told you in one sentence, oh yeah, Darth Vader used to be a good kid and then turned bad, you're like, oh okay, cool, I get that. Okay. You don't need. There was nothing more developed. They're terrible films as is.
Okay, you know that I'm a bit of a prequel defender. I'm not like hardcore on the train of Jar Jar's my favourite.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of good stuff in there, especially episode 3, I think is actually pretty good. Now, if you just come to me and said, films you should never watch, Attack of the Clones, I'd have been like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, just go from 1 to 3.
Yeah, that's probably the only Star Wars film where if I see it on TV, I won't even, like, I'll just go straight past it.
Yeah.
Normally I'll be like, oh, it might be a fight or something, click on it. No. If it's on, I'm like, no, just gone. But I have to I think there are some good bits in amongst the fart jokes.
But it doesn't add anything. You're just like, oh okay, so Obi-Wan, he was a man before, great, cool.
I think it adds
Anakin,
some. I mean, it doesn't
lovely.
add a lot. That, like, it's not like, because you kind of knew the twist, if you like, going in.
Yeah.
It's not like, what? He's what?
He's
who? Yeah, like, so it's kind of hard to make a twist you already know.
Yeah.
Like, dramatic and interesting, but...
Yeah, and that's why I think all of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for the new Star Wars Rogue One and what they're doing with the whole Star Wars universe of filling in certain blanks. But I'm just hoping that they tell great stories rather than trying to create this bigger image of characters we already respect. I was fine with all the knowledge I had of Darth Vader before. I didn't need more.
So you didn't leave Return of the Jedi like, you know what would be great? 6 more hours of backstory to help Yeah, I see what you mean, but I just think there's too much. Unlike Taken 3, there's too much like good stuff in there to be like, oh, it's completely not worth watching.
Okay. What's your next one?
Right. Master and Commander.
What? Wow.
Ever heard of it?
Has they got James D'Arcy in it? And
you know, I don't know.
And Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany's in it.
Because they both play in Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they both play.
Right. It
Jarvis.
always comes back to Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It always does, yeah.
Yeah,
They both play Jarvis.
Maybe
that's
then.
how I know it. I read that recently.
But Russell Crowe is the main guy, and it's about Now it might just be because I don't know when it came out, but it must have been the early 2000s. And when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, it's going to be like a cool naval warfare film."
Yeah.
You know, like an awesome naval warfare film.
Yeah.
And I can't remember ever being so bored.
Really?
It's like 90% of it is at sea, maybe even more. This is how little I remember of it.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm sure it's nicely shot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the acting is good. But it's just like painful. I remember being in the cinema watching it, being like, is this 5 hours long? Because it's hard to talk about it when you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But my God, is it boring?
So your advice to me, you highly recommend not to watch it.
Despite the fact that it has 2 of Jarvis in it.
Yeah, 2 Jarvis.
2 Jarvis.
That's the plural, isn't it?
Jarvises. Yeah, just avoid. Right, move on. Hopefully I'll have seen this one.
Sixth Sense. Or The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
You're everyone and their mum and their aunt, just women of your family.
Right.
They
Which
all
make up roughly half
Yeah.
of my family. Yeah.
Well, everyone knows. Everyone already knows the twist.
What twist?
Please don't.
Okay.
Everyone knows
Yeah.
the twist.
Right, I do know the twist.
It's been imitated in so many other things. So that was the main draw of the film. And in fact, I'm going to add in a little asterisk, I guess, but all of M. Night Shyamalan films, Shyamalan and Ding Dong films,
Wow.
they're just, because the twists in all of them, they
Right.
get shown. There was, I read this recently, that he refused to do a film that had a twist in it. So he didn't write it. It was already an existing story that had a twist in
Right.
it. And he said, there's no point putting me on it because everyone will then be sitting there waiting for a twist,
True.
which would ruin the story.
Yeah, I get that.
But something like Sixth Sense only really works with the twist. And otherwise, the performances are alright.
Okay.
Yeah. The kid's alright, isn't it? Bruce Willis.
The kid, Bruce Willis, yeah. Yeah.
But
No,
Bruce Willis, he's alright in it. But then when you're like, oh yeah, he is that the whole time.
Okay, so here comes me disagreeing with you again.
Again, shocker.
I never do that. Yeah. Yes, the main thing is the twist. Like, no one can argue that. But the journey to get there. For example, a film with another great twist, like we were just talking about, Star Wars Episode 5.
Yeah.
Huge twist in that. One of the biggest of all time.
Yeah.
Would you say, oh, I know the end? Fight Club. Have you seen Fight Club?
I have seen Fight Club.
Right. You know the twist then?
There's a twist? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think it's not worth watching? Everyone knows it. Usual Suspects.
I don't know that one, actually.
Okay, I won't ruin it. Okay, I won't ruin that one for you.
But, okay, yeah, Fight Club, Star Wars, but they're still great films regardless of the twist. If they didn't have a twist in them, they still would have been good. It's just the twist added so much more. Whilst with the M. Night Shyamalan films, that the whole concept of their creation is this one pivot, this one twist.
I completely disagree. Maybe the most for Sixth Sense, even though I do think Sixth Sense is great. Unbreakable would be a great film without the twist. You don't even remember the twist, do you?
I didn't realise it was a twist.
Okay,
I know
without the revelation.
There's a turning point, I
Okay.
suppose, yeah.
Signs. In fact, the twist is the least good bit of Signs. Up to that point is really good.
Yeah.
The Village, a lot of people hate. I think The Village is excellent.
It's really not. I can't exaggerate,
It's
but
really not.
elaborate.
No. Well, okay. Again, I have to disagree with you.
Great.
but
So two out of 3 of my suggestions.
let's hope you got a real good one in the bag.
You're
for the
not going to
last
like my last one.
one. I can't wait.
All right.
Until then, here's one most people won't like. Vertigo. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo.
Wow.
Right.
Why are you hitting the oldies? Like,
Right.
take that, Alfred Hitchcock. Your films
You
are useless.
suck.
Yeah.
Hey. Right. So, maybe at the time,
Yeah.
this film was good. Maybe. I don't know.
I've got to disagree with you on this one.
Have you seen Vertigo?
I didn't disagree with your other two.
Right.
I haven't seen Vertigo.
Okay.
But I know it's important in the filmmaking community. Every Alfred Hitchcock film, that you need to watch it in order to study it.
Boring. The thing about Vertigo is that it's so painfully it's more boring than Master and Commander. I don't believe I'm saying it, James, but it is. It's more boring than the first half hour of Taken 3.
Yeah.
I said it. I didn't want to say it, but you twisted my arm.
Yeah.
I understand the importance, but just because something is important doesn't mean it's good.
No. But then it will still need to be seen. This is a list of films that you don't have to watch. You would have to watch that if you want to become a film director.
You are completely disagreeing with yourself. You're saying, "Oh, it's films you don't have to watch." Haven't seen it. Were you planning on it? Is it in your Netflix queue?
No. I may eventually watch it. I don't know, but I'm not ruling it out as in, oh, good thing I didn't watch that. I agree with Taken 3. I was quite fortunate I missed that. You know, some other releases recently, like Spider-Man 2, I missed that, and everyone applauds me. They're like, "Well done, James." Godzilla.
You lucked out.
Yeah, Godzilla. I missed that one completely.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've been told
really
the exact.
Godzilla.
Everyone says there's just one scene at the end that is great, and that's it.
No, the whole thing's good fun.
Okay.
Why are we talking about Godzilla?
Anyway,
we're talking about Vertigo. Right.
Yeah, with Vertigo, I've been told. Yeah, it's Alfred Hitchcock. If you're becoming a filmmaker or you're working in the film industry, you have to. It's like required watching.
But maybe he has other better things.
Oh, he does as well. Yeah. But
so exactly, what's one of the other ones?
He was a very talented director. Anyway.
Okay.
Before we just kill each other.
Come on.
You're not gonna like this.
You better. Okay, I'm really hoping that you got a good one here.
Fast and Furious.
Which one?
Yeah. No, I can't really.
That wasn't a yes/no question.
I think it is though. Okay, the number 7 was great. Loved it. Number 5 was really good.
Okay.
But
6 is my favourite, just to let you know.
Yeah, 6 is really good as well. But where it started off, the first one's okay. It just passes. But then when you're talking like Tokyo Drift, did anyone need to watch that? There was just a little cameo from Vin Diesel at the end. That's the only thing people know about the film.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the name of the lead character in Tokyo Drift?
Can't. No. No, I completely agree.
You can completely avoid that. The second one, you can avoid that.
Yeah.
Maybe the fourth one. I think the series is now. Another suggestion I was gonna have was the Mission Impossible series. That the first, second, just the first and the second one, you can avoid. You can step in with number 3 and 4 and 5, and you'll be totally fine.
Yeah, although at least one is pretty good.
One is pretty good, but if you miss it, you won't. A lot of these,
you won't watch like 3, 4, and 5 and be like, so I'm missing some context here. Yeah. I kind of agree.
If you're like, I want to get into Fast and Furious, I would just be like, watch number 8. You don't even have to watch.
Well, 6 was the first one I ever saw, and I wasn't like, the plot just isn't making sense. Like,
well, the plot doesn't make sense. Yeah,
well, it's beside the point.
He jumps out of a tank, but
that runaway.
Yeah, but it does make sense. But it's totally fine, and it's kind of, you can just jump in, and you don't need to watch any of them. You can go your whole life without watching Fast and Furious 4, and you know what? You're gonna have a good life.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because it's a bad film, but it's just meh. You're just like, okay.
Yeah. Well, the same thing is so there's Spectre's coming out soon. Bond 24, I think.
Yeah.
I know people who are like, oh, I can't watch it because I haven't seen the first 23. like that's that doesn't.
Wow.
It doesn't make sense.
I do worry about that for like all of these comic book films, like the MCU, Marvel Cinematic, that the story is constantly building on each other. And if you were, if you've only now just turned 8 and you've gained awareness, like it's just triggered. You're like, oh, there's films. You're like, ah, oh, damn it, there's so many I have to watch to catch up. Think about if comic book films keep on doing well for the next 30 years, not only do you have the Marvel universe, but you also have the DC universe. Then you've also got the Fox Marvel universe. You've got all of the, and then there'll be more as well. That if you're,
I kind of get that, but I think why are we talking about Marvel?
again,
But anyway, those films have been built so cleverly that you can't really watch Thor 2 without watching Thor or the Avengers.
yeah,
But you can watch Ant-Man without having seen Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Captain America, Thor.
you get a
Like-
better
Yeah,
appreciation.
You do. But I think they're made so well. Not like the Fast and Furious films,
Yeah,
where they basically pretend... Well, not pretend they didn't happen, but it just doesn't matter. It is completely irrelevant.
I can't believe I didn't do any of the Terminator films.
You know what I thought you were going to... Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's a good one. Salvation. Just doesn't matter.
Salvation and number 3.
I thought you were going to go for Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Because I know how
Yeah,
much...
we mentioned that in a previous video. Link is here, if I remember.
Yeah, the link will be there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
About how it just doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It's just inconsequential.
It's Peter. That's it. That's the
Right.
whole film.
Great.
And then now, I'm don't get me wrong. I'm excited for part 2. Really excited. But
Okay.
On that
All right. I
bombshell.
wish we'd agreed on more, but we didn't.
No. Well, I agreed on 2 of yours.
I agreed
Mainly
on
because I hadn't seen them.
one
But
of yours. Great.
Yeah.
Ignorance, eh? It's bliss.
the third one, which I hadn't seen either, disagreed with you.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys, and leave any suggestions of films that should never ever be seen by human eyes in the comments. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, if they had, actors in
They
those
had
parts,
actors in the
Yeah.
film.
I think they made the best film possible out of the source material.
Okay.
There are some cool characters in the prequel.